My name is Sasha Gibson. I work for Preferred Capital Management, which is associated with Fairmont Veterinary Clinic. I'm a reproductive physiologist and I work a lot with teaching and training on the farms. In this capacity, I take scientific data and try and put it at an applicable level at the farm to the farm staff and make those scientific principles come into life. I was lucky to be able to work with the PigCHAMP database, which is a benchmark database of people who've given their data, and really I wanted to drill down and look into gilts, and specifically to look at gilt age. In that, we used a couple of different reports, some removal analysis reports and age at first service, and those reports allowed us to say across 10 states, what are we doing? Now the key thing with data is that you take it but then you do something with it. And what we have seen from this data set is that maybe we're missing that sweet spot of age for the gilt. So the scientific research has shown us that 220 to 240 days is the right place to be. And the data set that we used with PigCHAMP showed us that actually we were near 270 some days. And so we need to take this data information and go back to our individual systems and farms and say, okay, is this applicable to us? Maybe we're in the right spot, or maybe we're not. And if we're not alone, because 440,000 gilts are saying the same thing. But how are we going to move and make that transformation so that we can save some money and take the data and use the data to help us improve the production of the farms? So this data set that I did here at the AASV really highlighted age, and it also highlighted that we have improvements on retention rates, because the other thing that comes forward with gilts is that you need to buy them, but you need them to have at least 1 litter and actually further out 3 and 5 litters. So in our data set we showed that 14% of gilts never have a litter. So that's benchmark data. We can take this data and say, where are we compared to that? If we're worse, we need to work on that. And even if we're better, there's still places to go. And there's states, for example Michigan, that actually are at 11%, meaning they're a lot better than the rest of us in terms of retention rates. So we want the data to drive our processes, and that's what I think I tried to do at this presentation today.